And drum rolls. So welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the last and final day of the Power BI challenge, which is uh we planned to master the Microsoft Power BI tool over the next 100 days. But amazingly, we were able to complete the whole learning journey, the career track, which is the data analyst in Power BI career track on the DataCamp platform for 69 within 69 days of learning. So we actually didn't use 100 days of learning. So after today's 69 day, I'm definitely going to be putting all I've learned into practice and what build report and play around with the Power BI or some data set I have or package behind somewhere for my next challenge, which is to upskill myself in Power BI and practice all I've learned so far. So welcome back to the channel and welcome to Excel Island. My name is Sheriffdeen. I'm a top-rated plus freelance data analyst on the Upwork platform. So I was looking to upskill myself and stay relevant in the data industry. So I decided to go on this challenge to upskill myself in SQL, Power BI, and Python within the year 2024. So amazingly, I've completed SQL challenge and the Power BI challenge. You can catch all of that on the live stream tab on Excel Island YouTube channel, which is the live stream tab. Just click on the live stream tab. You're going to see the SQL challenge as well as the Power BI challenge. So definitely, we are starting the Python challenge pretty soon. While behind the background, I practice and build portfolios in SQL and Power BI for my data analyst journey, and for myself, just so I can show clients, I can present to recruiters that I'm actually smart and efficient in these tools. So that was the goal for this was the goal. I mean, this is the goal for the year 2024. And we've been so consistent with that learning journey and goal so far. So today is the final day of our Power BI challenge. So we'll be starting the Python challenge pretty soon. Definitely probably tomorrow. I'll probably just design and prepare to build prepare my system. What I usually do is I have a system already set. So when I wake up or I intend to practice for the day, I just some click here and there, and I start learning immediately. Connected to my YouTube channel, live streaming the learning journey. So it is much more easier than that because I have a system built for that already. All I have to do is just show up and start learning and start practicing. And I kind of love the DataCamp platform because it is actually more interactive and it helps me to practice also while learning for the number of days that I've planned to learn. You get it done. So this is the course final chapter in the course deploying and maintaining assets in Power BI. So the final chapter or the final course on this Power BI challenge is actually walking us through the Power BI service, Power BI, which is the Power BI service, is the online version of Power BI desktop, popularly known as Power BI service or Power BI online, which is the cloud version of Power BI. So it's just walking us through how when you finish creating your report in Power BI desktop, how you can share your reports to the whole public, to the whole world, and make it readily available. And you can also make it in a way that the data set behind your Power BI reports, the people don't have access to it publicly. Do you get it now? So that is the last part we're actually looking at in this career track. So if I go on that career track really quick, on that career track section or on the DataCamp platform, I just want to show you all what we've learned over the past 68 days until today, 69. So it all started from introduction to Power BI. Then we started moving. You can see if I go to the data analysis in Power BI character, we are actually 98% throughout the whole character. And as I said earlier, when I started this fun way of learning, it actually started with the data analysis in SQL, which went for a period of 100 days also. So since today is the last day and we're about to complete this Power BI challenge, we are moving to data analysis with Python, which is going to run for 100-day period also. Well, we are going to set a target of 100 days. Hopefully, we are likely to complete it before the 100. Hopefully, we extend beyond the 100. You never can tell, depending on how many courses. You can see it has 14 courses and projects, but the Power BI Challenge had 17 courses and project also. So probably we'll be spending lesser than 50 days or probably less than 60 days or 70 days on the Python challenge also. But that's by the way though. If I click on data analysis in Power BI real quick, you could see what is behind there. So if you're looking to complete the data analysis in Power BI career track on the DataCamp platform, I will estimate you dedicate 70 hours on average minimum. Let's say 70 hours minimum or 70 hours cap. So you can see the course is estimated for 48 hours of learning, 17 courses, but we actually completed it in 69 days. So if you're looking to take the data analyst in Power BI, career track on the DataCamp platform, just have it at the back of your mind that you'll be spending not less than 60, 65, 17 hours of learning. If you dedicate 1 hour of learning daily to the whole career track, you should be completing the whole career track in the next 60, 70 days of learning, also including practice files, getting your hands dirty and following the instructor and attempting the exercises on the in the whole career track rather. So if I scroll down, you can see it all started with introduction to Power BI, then we moved to introduction to DAX and so on all the way down. Actually, did some case study also, which is analyzing customer churn in Power BI. After that, we started playing with data preparation, data transformation, then data modeling. We look at how to model our data. That is talking about Snowflake and star schemas in data model or lingua franca. Then we move to the next case study, which is HR analytics in Power BI, all the way down to DAX. We did EDA in Power BI. We did trend analysis. And we also talk about report and report design in Power BI, where we understood the difference between report and dashboard in the data world. So finally, we started talking about data connections, which talks about to connect to different data sources like SQL file, that is my SQL database, CSV file, flat files, JSON files, and not all other third-party files you can connect to, or all other third-party data sources you can connect to within Power BI or desktop interface. And finally, the last chapter is talking about deploying and maintaining assets in Power BI, which focused on talking about the Power BI Online, which is the cloud version of Power BI Desktop, which is called Power BI Online or Power BI Service. How to work within the Power BI service and make your report available to stakeholders within your company. That is if your company is making use of Power BI, of which they should, to protect their data sets and have data integrity and data governance also. So that is all about. I've just given you a brief of what this career track actually contain within the DataCamp platform. So it has been an interesting learning journey so far. It came up with different ups and downs, but I was able to complete it in an amazing and fun way. And I hope to see you in the data analysis with Python career track also. So do well to support the channel by giving the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I go live or drop a new content on the channel. So also all the task exercise files, Power BI files that we use throughout the whole learning journey is already linked under it to description. So do make sure to download those files and practice along with me. So without any other introduction, any other delay, let's complete the final and last chapter in this whole career track. Let's go. Ooh. So let's complete the final and last chapter from the reports from here.
In this lesson, we will look at 3 ways to make discovering and acting upon data easier for our users. One great way of helping users find high quality content in your organization is to endorse content. We are able to endorse 4 types of content: data sets, data flows, reports, and apps. This means we cannot endorse content like dashboards. There are 2 methods for endorsing content. The first method is to promote content, in which users highlight content they believe is valuable and ready to use. The other method is to certify content. Certified content meets the organization's quality standards. Let's talk more about these 2 methods. The key concept behind promoting content is when a user thinks this content is good enough to share. The content does not need to be perfect, but it should be of high enough quality that others will find it valuable. The only requirement for promoting content is that you must be a content owner or a member with right permissions on the content's workspace. Promotion is a bottom up exercise, something many employees at an organization can do. By contrast, certifying content has an entirely different meaning. Here, certification means that this content is reliable, authoritative content ready to use across the organization. Because certification is a higher level of endorsement than promotion, only a select group of persons may certify content for an organization. Power BI administrators can decide which security groups are allowed to certify content. By default, content certification is disabled. In addition to creating relevant groups, a Power BI administrator will need to enable certification for the tenant before anybody is allowed to certify content. The second method to make a report discoverable is via subscription. Report subscriptions allow users to receive an email version of a report on a regular schedule. There are subscriptions available for regular reports as well as paginated reports. In order to schedule a report, the user must have a Pro or Premium per user license, or the report's workspace must be backed by premium capacity. When creating a subscription, you can add yourself to the subscription, but you can also add other people as well, making it great for ensuring infrequent Power BI users are aware of report developments. Along with choosing who gets a report, you can decide how frequently and when those reports are delivered. You can also control other factors, such as whether people with the link should get access to the report, whether the email should include a preview image, and with premium capacity, you can even send out the full report as an attachment. In addition to endorsement and subscription, we can also create data alerts. Data alerts allow you to receive a notification if certain criteria are met after a dataset refresh. In addition to adding a notification in the Power BI app, you may optionally send an email when the data alert triggers. Data alerts only work on gauges, KPIs, and cards which are hosted in dashboards. This limits the set of visuals you can create and also means that you cannot create a data alert directly on a Power BI report. To get around this limitation, you can create a dashboard tile based on a Power BI report visual. In order to create a data alert, you will need a Pro or Premium per user license. Let's take this newfound information and help others discover our great data sets and reports.
Oh, the last part of this course is more of theoretical and less practical than you can think. So we're just going to watch some lessons and answer some questions. So there's not much practice to do here. So hopefully when we start the Power BI Technologies in Python challenge, we start getting advanced data also. So promote or certify content. So our organization is looking at forming a Power BI center of excellence to bring it together technical and business experts to assist others in the organization working with data. So as part of this process, they are interested in the idea of promoting or certifying content. So help the new center of excellence understand the difference between promoting content and certifying content by classifying each of the scenarios below. So drag each scenario into the appropriate category. So the key consideration is this content is good enough to share. So between promoting and certifying content. So the content is good enough to share. That should be promote contents. Everybody in the organization with right permission in the workspace may perform this action. Let's put down that promote content. That should be under promote content also. The Power BI Center of Excellence wishes to use this data set as a model for the organization. Mm. As a model for the organization. Let's see, certify. So only a selected group of reviewers may perform this action. That is satisfying content. The key consideration is this content is reliable, authoritative, content ready to use across organization. That should be satisfying content. So a data consumer wants to bring awareness on interesting data sets. Let's put out that promote content. Oh, great, we nailed it. So that's the difference between promoting content and certifying content within the Power BI service interface. Let's talk about personalized reports now. Personalizing a report. Let's see this in action.
In this demo, we will show several methods to extend user capabilities. First, let's review the settings on our report, navigating to File, Options and Settings, Options. Inside here, we have global options for Power BI. These are configuration settings which apply either to all reports you develop or just the current report. It is worth familiarizing yourself with these settings. For now, we will navigate to Report Settings on the current file and enable Personalizing Visuals. Now we'll save and publish this report. While that's happening, let's review the settings in the Power BI admin portal. These are settings which affect what people in the organization are allowed to do. For example, scrolling down to Export and Sharing Settings, we can see that Power BI is fairly permissive by default. We could drill into any of these and learn more about the options we have. Our report has finished publishing, so let's navigate back to the Wake County workspace and view it. I now have an option to email. I'll select Subscribe and then choose the Add New Subscription option. By default, it includes my email address, but I could add her here as well. Filling out this form, I can choose the page I want to show, how frequently to send emails, and other details, including permissions, links, and a preview image. I don't have Power BI Premium capacity, so I cannot send the full report as an attachment. Another way I can show off this report is to promote it. By navigating to the settings of this report, I can endorse it. Right now, I can only promote the content but cannot certify it. Let's do that and save. Returning to the Wake County workspace, this content is now endorsed. We'd like to keep the report endorsed, but certify the dataset as high quality and useful data. To do that, let's return to the admin portal and scroll down to the certifications section on the tenant settings. I have a security group called Power BI Certifiers that I happen to be in. Let's let those people certify content. We can also specify a URL which describes the best way for people to request getting their content certified inside your organization. We'll apply this change. Note that it may take up to 15 minutes for this change to go into effect. Once it is in effect, let's navigate to the settings of the dataset and open the Endorsement and Discovery menu. I can choose the Certified option and apply changes. I can even make this discoverable, meaning people without access to the dataset can learn about it and request access. After applying changes, we can see that the report is still promoted, but the dataset is now certified. The last thing I'd like to show is how to create a data alert. Let's go back to the report and choose the Inspections tab. I'll drill into this first inspection. Here I see a card with the score. If I hover over that card, I have an option to pin this visual. Doing so allows me to create a new dashboard. Let's give it a name and pin this visual to it. If I go to the dashboard, I can see that pinned visual and can create a data alert from it by selecting the context menu and choosing Manage Alerts. If I add a new alert rule, I can set the threshold at which I receive an alert. Let's say if this goes below 70, we want an alert. I'll change the condition to below and the threshold to 70. I can choose whether to receive this alert only in the notifications menu or as an email as well. These data alerts only fire when the dataset is refreshed. That should protect us from getting flooded with alerts. You now know several ways to empower users through personalization, endorsement, subscriptions, and alerts. Let's take this knowledge into the exercises.
So within the Power BI online service, you can subscribe a user to a report, you can certify a report, you can create a data alerts, you can do quite a lot within there. So that's quite a lot of information. Okay, so which of the following is a method to allow report consumers to personalize visuals to suit their needs? So enable visual personalization on the reports in Power BI Desktop? No. Enable preview features in Power BI Desktop? No. Create enable personalization as a global setting on the tenants. So enable visual personalization on the reports in Power BI Desktop and deploy. Look at the tenants, that's wrong. So probably the answer is so that's the first one. So that's that. One method to enable personalized reports is to enable the allow report readers to personalize visual to suit their needs setting in Power BI Desktop. You can also enable visual personalization in the Power BI service. So I think I saw the Power BI service one. I wasn't paying attention to Power BI Desktop personalization. So you can also do that in both Power BI service and desktop. So let's continue. So certified content. So after showing off your knowledge of endorsements capabilities in Power BI, so management would like to begin certifying great content. They already created a Power BI certified security group in Microsoft 365 and added the appropriate users, including you. So take them through the many steps to certify the content. So how do you certify content in Power BI? Mm, admin portal. Let's see. The first step is to the first step. We need to go to the settings. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we can see we missed this step. Oh, we need to go to the workspace. So we've missed this step. So this step, hold up. Okay, this is the next step. Good. So you need to navigate to the Power BI admin portal. So in the certification menu, enable certification at the Power BI certified group and apply changes. So when you go to the admin portal, you add the certified groups to the list. So you go back to the workspace containing content for certification. Open the settings for the content you wish to certify. So in the endorsement section, choose certified and apply the changes. So well done. So by enabling content certification, we can allow an organization to emphasize certain content as meeting the highest organizational standards. Okay, so that's how you certify content in Power BI. So subscription and alerts. So reports, subscriptions, and data alerts provide data consumers with the ability to receive notification on Power BI report and dashboard. So for each of the following scenarios, determine whether a scenario benefits from either capability, and if so, which. So either you fall into the report subscription, data alerts, or neither. So it says a developer would like to send a message directly to a Slack channel every time a report refreshes. Hmm. A developer would like to send a message directly to a Slack channel. To a Slack channel, so we directly to an email. If there is a subscription, so if you subscribe, you're going to receive an email. You create a data alerts. You can also send an email. So both should send an email, but this to a Slack channel, that is wrong. So the VP of marketing wants to receive an email if the company's net promoter score drops below 8.0. That should be a data alert. So a data analyst would like a notification every time an important report has a data refresh. Let's put down the subscription. So a security analyst wishes to know if sensitive data has been accessed by any user. A security analyst would like to know. That should be an alert. Let's say a factory floor manager needs to receive a notification if the temperature of a particular piece of equipment exceeds allowable threshold. Nope, neither. The CEO wishes to receive an email reminder every Monday morning to view the weekly sales report. That should be ooh, we are missing these two together. This is saying a security analyst wishes to know if sensitive data has been accessed by any user. Okay, this one says a factory floor manager needs to receive a notification if temperature of a particular piece of equipment exceed allowable threshold. Ooh, so that means it could create data could be allowed, could be used for temperature also. That's interesting. So immediately I heard a security analyst, I was already thinking that analysts could be working with data. That's interesting to see. So well done. It said report subscriptions and data alerts both provide user useful intelligence. So subscriptions are great at sending regular schedule updates, whereas data alerts let us receive a notification when a particular visual data is sufficiently interesting. Okay. Oh, let's continue. Okay. Cool. Interesting. I never knew I've been learning consistently for the past 10 days. So before I could take a day break or two break. But right now, I'm fully settled. I kind of clear most of my schedule for the year. And let's see how far we can learn for the remainder of the year. So I want to focus more on learning, practicing against the year 2025. So you could learn those important gigs. Okay, let's talk about subscribing to a report. So a user inside the organization would like to subscribe to an existing report, receiving an email every Monday morning. So the report is in a workspace backed by Power BI premium capacity. So what steps should the user take to perform this action? So want to subscribe to your reports. Mm, let's open the report in Power BI service first. Then you go to this will be the last part. Select add subscription. Select the subscription option from the top menu of the report. Add new subscription. Fill in the email. Configure the subscription frequency. Manage email content setting. Report access link to report preview images and attachments. Let's see. Oh, we know that. So if you want to create a subscription in the Power BI service, you need to have access to Power BI service, which is Power BI Premium. Select the subscribe option from the top menu bar of the report. You go to the reports and click on more options to select subscribe, add a new subscription, fill in the necessary details, then save and close. So that's how easy to create a subscription within Power BI service for your Power BI reports. Okay, since we've completed the whole career track, ooh, interesting.
Congratulations on completing this course on deploying and maintaining assets in Power BI. Throughout the course, we have gained an understanding of some of the management and security options available in Power BI, combining desktop and service to solve problems. In the first chapter, you learned how to create workspaces and publish applications. You also learned the difference between template and organizational apps. Chapter 2 covered security, including dataset access permissions, applying row-level security through DAX, and applying sensitivity labels to content. The final chapter provided insights on how to enable users. We looked at some global settings, as well as report settings, like allowing user visual customization. We additionally covered endorsing content via promotion and certification, creating report subscriptions, and creating data alerts. We hope that these lessons have helped you understand how to manage content in the Power BI service and that you have a better idea of how to secure proprietary or confidential information while still enabling your organization to make data driven decisions. We hope to see you again in a future course. Until then, take care.
Take care. I deserve more than take care, though. Ooh, ooh, this is amazing. We actually completed the data analysis in Power BI career track, so you are now eligible for to receive 50% for the PL certification. But the good news is that I already have the certification scheduled for my PL exam, for the PL 300 exam. So I need to go and practice also for the PL 300 exam. Ooh, I have a lot of commitments to do. So that's interesting. I'm trying to look at the month I scheduled for my exam. Let me see. This should be here. Oh, let me quickly sign in. Hold up a minute. Let me just sign in there real quick. So we actually completed the whole career track within 69 days. That is quite a lot of work. That is still coming up though. So, so let's go back to dashboard. So if you have to go to certification, let me see what was there. Let's see what this looks like. So if you actually completed the data analysis in Power BI career track on the DataCamp platform, you have access to register for the PL 300 exam from Microsoft. Or if you've registered for it yourself, you could actually find a way to complete it. You get it now? To complete it. So if I go to the data, to the Learn dashboard, you can see we've actually completed the whole certification. Oh, interesting. So if I go to the career track section real quick, you can see we've completed. If you view accomplishments, you will get certification here. You could share your accomplishment, view your page. Let's see, what does the view page means? Oh, okay. Oh, this was the whole course we actually completed so far. Let's go back real quick there. Oh, we could actually download our statement of accomplishment and share it online, but that's not the important thing. Actually download it. That's by the way though. So if I go back to my dashboard there, nope, not this. Let me just look for that. So I think the next challenge for us now is the Power BI Python career track. So if you look at what the Python character actually contain, let's see data analysis in Python character. Let's take a quick look. So it all started from introduction to Python, Python basic, Python list, function and packages, the NumPy. You'll see it actually contain 9 courses, 2 skills assessments, 5 projects of Python, data analysis with Python. We have quite a lot to cover. You can see introduction to Python, intermediate Python. So then it starts. Ooh, interesting. So immediately after the first 2 courses, immediately you start getting your hands dirty on projects. Then data manipulation with pandas, exploring NYC public school text result score. Another project immediately. Then we talk about journey data with pandas, introduction to statistics in Python, introduction to data visualization with Seaborn, visualizing the history of Nobel Prize. Ooh, I think I'm liking this Python character already. So immediately you're finishing 1 or 2 courses, there's a project immediately to implement what you've learned from the 2 courses. I can say after this introduction to data visualization with Seaborn, we have like 3 projects here. Project 1, skill assessment, which is data manipulation with Python, skill assessment, importing and cleaning data with Python. Then we move to exploratory data analysis with Python. Probably all the tools, all the BI tools, you have to learn how to explore, you have to learn how to perform EDA in general. So I've done EDA in SQL, EDA in Excel, EDA in Power BI. So you kind of get familiar with it. Then finally, we have analyzing crime in Los Angeles. Then we have sampling in Python, testing in Python, then bonus project hypothesis testing with men's and women's soccer matches. Oh, this Python seems to be very, very interesting. I can't wait for us to start this Python learning challenge pretty soon. You can start career track or just be patient with that. Let's see if I have my what's wrong with my accessing my Power BI. Okay, so all right, so we are starting this Power BI data analysis with Python Power BI data analysis with Python career track, a new challenge on the Excel Island YouTube channel. So do well to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and put on the notification bell if you want to join me on this Python challenge, which will be starting on tomorrow. We'll be starting day 1 on tomorrow. This is on Friday. Yeah, we'll be starting tomorrow, definitely. So do well to subscribe right now to follow me along with the data analysis with Python career track. All right, so thanks for staying to the end of my Power BI learning journey. You deserve a round of applause. Thumbs up to you for staying all the way from day 1 to day 69. So if you're looking to practice and sharpen your Power BI or skills, do well to watch previous live stream all the way from day 1 till day 69. Great courses, great lessons there for you to practice, along with Power BI files, data sets linked under the YouTube description. So do make sure to download those files and practice along with me. And I'll see you on the next video on the channel and on my Power BI project and SQL project that will be dropping on the channel pretty soon. Then we start Python as soon as possible. I'll see you on the Python channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.